All right. I do not own the rights to this music.
Here locally in the community. Make sure y'all go check out Kneecap Body by Jeremy Smoking.
All right. And we already got comments coming in with 6 viewers already. John Kapler says, everyone keeps saying we must win this game. We need to win this game. We're expected to win last week. We lost to Geno Smith. Maybe if we quit making it personal about Fat Patricia, we will lose. The only thing we got going for us against the Patriots is still wearing those god-awful uniforms they used to lose in the early 90s, 80s, and 70s when they were crap. If you can find some obscure fact about a record at first Foxborough versus them in those uniforms where we're winning, it's about all I see positive for us to win. And Facebook user says, first comment, that was fourth.
Close enough.
Cuatro. John, you're kind of a downer, dude.
Here's the thing.
Very much.
I remember they're starting a third-string quarterback that was streaky even in college. He was either fantastic or he was horrible. There was no in-between with him, and he just had a fantastic outing, so that gives me hope.
If you're zappy and you know it, clap your hands.
If you're zappy and you know it, crap your pants. What?
Same shit.
Okay.
See how hard he gets hit first.
We should pull this off for the win. Well, my guest tonight is Dan Lenner of Mad Lab Custom Creations, and he has a little saying for you guys down there. It says, buy some helmets. And we got DC 8091. That being said, let's go on to the topics. Hock, St. Brown, Jonah Jackson, Paschal, and Jacobs all returned to practice. Still a maybe on St. Brown, but Chark is out. How does that make everybody feel?
Yeah, good.
As expected.
Yeah, I
sucks for Chark, but we've shown that we can produce without our top two receivers, so
yeah,
we can do it again.
The major injury outside of those that were already injured is Charles Harris is out this weekend. So that means we're probably going to see a lot more of Austin Bryant. Hopefully Paschal gets in the rotation.
And Swift is back too, isn't he? Or is he still a question mark?
Swift is out.
Damn. Oh, well.
But it's not like we missed him last week.
Exactly.
John Kapler, in words of the line from Home Alone, you be positive, I'll be realistic, from Uncle Frank to Kevin's father. We got to keep our hope alive.
Yep, if not, just why even show up?
DJ Chark has not been a big threat this season when he's been on. That's because he's been doubled and triple teamed. That's why everybody underneath was open all the time.
Yep, that's what his main job is, being a decoy.
Ragnow, Taylor Decker, and Hock are all definitely playing according to the designations I've seen. St. Brown is questionable. Evan Brown questionable. That's pretty much it. And the New England Patriots played their hand as putting somebody as probable, which is a designation that's not supposed to be used anymore, and another guy as doubtful.
Nice. Good old Belichick.
Is Paschal playing? I'm hoping he is. There has been nothing on the injury report. He's off the PUP list. He's been playing. Jerry Jacobs off the PUP list. So, and they're not listed in the injury report. So I have the feeling they'll be dressed. Maybe they'll be used in a rotational fashion. Jerry Jacobs, I hope he's healthy and ready to go and can replace AO at the 2.
Yeah, they won't be getting a lot of snaps, but you'll see them.
I think if they're healthy and they're dressed, they're going to be playing more than you think.
Well, Jacobs certainly, but I don't know about Paschal. I mean, it's his first game, and he hadn't even had a training camp.
Oh, he got hurt at training camp.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I meant. He hadn't had a full live training camp. He got hurt before full pads, didn't he? I think so, but
yeah, I mean, if our defense is moderately better, we got a good shot of winning this game.
Yep, just got to shut that run down.
We got to have everybody maintain their gap assignments in the running game and get some pressure. Period. End of story. I mean, what else is there to do?
When you have a dominant receiver like the last 5 teams we played, or however many teams we played.
On to our next subject. The Lions are number 1 in yardage gain as well as scoring. Will the defense improve and make a stop? What do you think, Dan?
Will the defense improve and make a stop? I'm hoping so. But
if we'd have made one stop, we'd have won that game.
They can't get worse, is I guess what I'm thinking right now.
Yeah, I'm in that boat too.
Yep.
And if they can get worse, I don't want to know because they're going to be a historically bad defense.
And DC, your thoughts?
I don't think they have much of a choice. I think they all got their ass reamed out, and I think they were all pissed off about it as players anyways. But I do think that they would have revisited what they were doing, replanned for a team that's going to be primarily run heavy, stump more, keep gaps more, and move people around at very short leashes. So, yeah, they'll get a couple stops.
Facebook user, go verify your name. I hate Facebook user. I think it's so rude calling somebody that.
Oh, this is Thomas Dowling.
Okay.
I'm scared of your guys' offense this week, seeing how our secondary has been up and down this season. Absolutely, yeah, that's who it is. It's Thomas Dowling. He's a Patriots fan.
Yeah, that will be because they have that. God, I can't remember his name. I know they have one badass cornerback, but yeah, other than that, I'm drawing a blank on Patriots defensive secondary personnel.
Who do they have? Josh Jones and Kevin McCourty.
Lion King, if we lose, I have us losing in my picks. AG and Allen Park during the bye. I don't know what IYHP is.
And I hope you're back. I don't know.
I'm sorry. What I meant to say is maybe if we don't make it personal against Patricia, we can find a way to win. I find that to be a distraction because he's not the one calling it. Bill Belichick is. Actually, Matt Patricia is calling the offense. They can't play that prevent defense. Absolutely.
Agreed. Scrap that whole prevent playbook. Jesus.
That prevent playbook only works if you have an entire defensive line that can get pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's D-end, Lawrence Guy, and DeMarcus Mitchell, defensive end, is out. Doubtful is Jonnu Smith, their tight end. Mac Jones is doubtful. Hoyer's on the IR. Everybody else is questionable.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll make we should be able to play well against that team with their limited pass ability. We can stack up the box and just stop their run, and their whatever rookie quarterback to throw, which should benefit us. I say should.
Oh, in your humble opinion, I think that if we have another bad defensive thing, AG won't be fired in season. Dan Campbell said it last year. I do not fire coaches in season, but he will strip them of their play calling duties.
Yep.
Which means they'll be let go in the offseason.
Yes. I don't get it, though. Last year, like, he was the only bright spot on the entire team. Him in the defense. And then this year,
it's the scheme change. You kept 65% of a roster that was a 3-4 under roster, and you switch a scheme when it took them 13 weeks to get it right last time.
Yep.
You know, when you got young players, you can't be switching schemes all the time. That's one of the things that we said about Stafford and the Lions.
You're not wrong.
They're trying to turn it into a regular NFL defense instead of their redneck defense that was working.
John Kapler says, my prediction is a back and forth trading the lead kind of game. Mine isn't, because that offense is not explosive for New England at all.
I mean, we're easily a touchdown a quarter, if not, well.
No, we're more than that.
I know
we're a touchdown and a quarter.
Yep. You can count on us at least getting a touchdown and a quarter on a regular basis.
Who would call defensive? More than likely, they would either promote Kelvin Shepard or Aubrey Pleasant to do the play calling. And everybody can say what they want about Aubrey Pleasant. The problem is the D-line not getting pressure, and that falls more on Todd Walsh.
Yep. And the simple assignments, they need to start and get more creative and put them on the end, put Hutch on the end and move players around more.
Oh, Hutch at the linebacker.
Yeah. Or outside. And outside.
If we have a chance, I think it'll be a more defensive game because Pats are bad scoring, but Zappe could break out with that bad defense. Well, they made some changes already, so I'm hoping it works out for the better. I hope Rockers is riding the pine with pom-poms and a cheerleader versus being on the field like a bump on the log.
We should note, Zappe's, both of these are easily going to be the worst quarterbacks that we played against all year. By far.
Well, Geno wasn't a bad quarterback this year.
No, Geno has been in the league forever and been serviceable, but these two are both young and well unproven.
Thomas Dowling, I'm going to tell you why I'm not scared of the defense, because we just played so far one of the best defenses, and we put 35 up on them.
Yep.
And I'm not talking about Seattle's defense. I'm talking about the Eagles. Are you predicting we win? I'm not jinxing us. I went the other way this week to do the reverse psychology thing. Maybe we win because I picked New England. Hey, I'd rather be wrong.
I want the Lions to win, but I want DeMonte Parker and Ramondre Stevenson to have a day.
I don't.
I want it to be a shootout. That's what I want. That's what I need. Not even what I want. All because DeAndre Swift wants to be a little fragile bitch and always be on the IR.
He's not on the IR.
He's on the IR, basically.
He's still active. He's just out for game. There's a big difference.
Fragile, made of glass, little punk. Ruining my team. He should be out there playing. He should know what he's doing for my team.
You made the trade.
I know. Of course. Then I give up George Pickens in the week that he goes off.
J.K. Dobbins is still available.
I know. I don't remember what the rest of that trade was, though.
Wish you were in my league.
I need a tight end.
Shit, Jamal Williams
and a wide receiver.
Hang on. I don't even remember what the rest of my team is. Man. Oh, my team.
Michael Bagley was the one that scored all the points for Chicago and damn near won the game for him last week. Yeah, he's actually a very good kicker. He got cut because their guy that was kicking good is off of the IR, off the PUP list. So he got cut.
Yeah, at this point, I'm saying use a late draft pick for a kicker and lock him in and leave him. Quit going for UFDAs and scrap heap. Just draft one and keep them.
Stevenson averages 4.9 yards per carry, so he's going to get a lot of yards.
Yep, it's going to be a tough one to stop.
Yeah, so does that's basically what Jamal Williams is averaging.
Yep.
You got Tyler Boyd on the bench. What's wrong with you?
He has done shit since the one game.
Yeah, but you're starting Justin Jefferson against the Bears, who have the 31st ranked passing defense.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
Like other way around. I know what I'm saying.
No, you're right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Don't mind me, man. That's not bad. You're starting Goff against the Patriots, okay.
Yep.
Oh, yes, wait. No. Yeah.
Because Matt Ryan already played.
I just saw you had Matt Ryan. Was like, yeah, no. I think I start Goff. He had a broken leg over Matt
Remember,
Ryan.
I had Trey Lance. So I had to drop Trey Lance and start Goff, and I picked up Matt Ryan just as a backup for the bye week. I think both of those teams, the Colts and the Broncos, need to dummy down that playbook so they have a shot at fixing their season. I'm saying we have a shot to win. We're a very high-powered, high-flying offense all the way around.
Yep. I'm saying it's going to be a hell of a hard game for New England, harder than last week was.
And speaking of, Austin Seibert's gone. Michael Badgley to start as kicker. What do you guys think about that?
What are you going to do?
Can't be worse than Seibert. Can't be worse than the guy Eberle that we had last week.
And that poor guy, I mean, maybe another game or two he'd be all right, but we're not going to know.
I said they mortgaged the future for a quarterback that isn't as good. Wouldn't mind seeing a kicker in the next draft, 6 or 7. We need stability there when a lot of our games are so close. Either way, think kickers are underrated when every year games get tighter and tighter. Let's see how this guy plays. And he goes, I like it. Seibert sucks. Well, he's injured. It was a medical waive, so it didn't count against the dead cap as much.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't be able to come back this year is why they cut him.
They cut him because he missed.
Who, Seibert?
Yeah.
No, he's injured. It's a medical waive. They probably wouldn't be able to bring him back. There was a medical waive.
We got too many people coming off the pup list.
Yep.
There's 2 Facebook users. Yeah, I know. You guys need to go up there and click that link above the video. Allow them to see your name. Or go subscribe on YouTube so I could actually see who you are.
That too.
Tyler Lee Black. I like that pickup. Michael Badgley. He is 80% accurate with his field goals. I know this. I said that. That being said, the other thing I said that we've needed to do is being done. Hutchinson to outside linebacker, finally. He's undersized to play DN, and he's getting manhandled by left tackles, left guards, and tight ends when they're combining. And then if they don't combine, the running back comes in behind the left tackle to chip him.
Yep, I mean, he does a good job drawing blocks, but when the other guys aren't taking advantage of it, it doesn't do anyone any good.
Right. And in other Lions news this week, we got another comment first. Should have been done week 1. We didn't know he was available week 1. Lion kickers are very important. Ask Monty Clark. Yeah, I know. Because Eddie Murray missed a game winner against San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
in the playoffs.
And still one of the greatest kickers we've ever had.
Yep. I rank him Hansen, Prater, Murray.
Yeah, I do Hansen, Murray, Prater, but
I don't know if we're going back to the 3-4. God, I hope so, because this team was getting it with the 3-4.
Yep. More than likely, we'll see more. I'm hoping we'll see more 7.
Oh, talking about Hutch at OLB. Okay. I said it all along. That's where he actually flourished at Michigan. I don't know why we weren't doing it. And another Lions news this week, Demetrius Taylor and Tom Kennedy to the active roster. With Demetrius Taylor being a DE/DT, I'm hoping he's replacing Brockers as a starter.
Yep, well, he'll probably replace some of Hutch's snaps on the inside there.
How bad is it that a guy on the practice squad found out on Twitter that he was going to be starting in week 5?
Probably should have turned his damn phone on. I mean, hell, if they, depending on where they announced it, if he wasn't late for work, then that's fine.
Dom said he'll be here in like 10 minutes because the gauntlet ran late. Kind of figured that. I'm happy Kennedy got added.
Yikes.
DT makes an impact against
New England. Yep.
Do you think Zappy will play decent? He can. Look at the yards he put up at Western Kentucky. The problem is he's inconsistent even in college. He'd have a great game where he'd throw up for 350 to 500 yards, and then the next game he'd throw for 203 picks.
He's also going to
love his name.
Zappy. It's a good quarterback name.
Yeah. He's also a rookie that's going to be facing a hellacious pass rush.
We hope it's a hellacious. I'm not going to say it's a hellacious pass rush. We haven't seen it yet.
And well, we've had hellacious pass rushes. We just haven't also, but we can do it.
You can't get home. You can pound on the door, but you can't get in.
Well, we didn't in the last 2 games. First 2 games we did, but that's also against runners. So
I'm not taking Knox.
Rattled.
You said you wanted Knox.
No.
You're sure as shit not getting Everett. Get out of your mind. He's the only one that consistently performs the entire team. Which makes no sense.
Retire? I thought Jim Everett long retired.
No, not Jim Everett.
I'm kidding.
Gerald Everett.
I know I'm kidding.
Chargers.
I'm kidding.
When the rest of them suck, he's the only one that seems to still get 9 points every week.
I think our running game will be better than the passing game. I agree with that.
That's why we need to stop.
I've seen Detroit defense make rookies look like vets, unfortunately, but think we should game plan against Zappy, being we scouted him heavy. College scouting and way they play in the pros is 2 different animals.
And honestly, you don't have to worry about Zappy that much. What you have to worry about is Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson running all over that defense.
I can't believe you let people with as little knowledge as this clown in the top right on here, Chance Brown.
I can't believe we let Packers fans in the chat.
Yeah, I know.
I think what we really need to be worried about is the damn gadgets plays that they're running, because I could see us biting on that left and right, and then here comes a wide receiver with the ball underneath his jersey running around the open end with nobody there. That's what we need to worry about.
You know what makes that possible? Ramondre Stevenson pounding that ball for almost 5 yards to carry.
Yep.
Yeah, sure you do.
No, I know that what makes it
possible. I was reading Chance's comment in the chat.
Oh. No, I think if we go to a 7-man front, that'll close that shit down really quick. Or quicker, anyways. So sitting in a 4-2.
It should.
I'm wondering why they're running and run on.
It should. But again, what is one of the questions for the Lions been the past 2 years? Tackle.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Chance Brown comes back with "I love you, Dan." Thomas Dowling says, "I'm sorry, but all Packer fans I know are dumb, especially the one in my chat." Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And Chance Brown says, "Lions wins this weekend and covers." I'm wondering if we should stacks and make Zappy beat us. New England trampled Green Bay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying we should do.
Dobbins, Dillon for Swift and Rush.
Just load up on him.
Oh.
Yeah, because then I could drop Matt Ryan and pick up a tight end.
Valid point. So for some reason, I had Rush and Dax sitting on my bench. I don't know how, but it just kind of happened that way.
Do you like it?
I do. Accepted it.
Okay, cool.
Now to trade away Deontay Johnson. I wanted to like Pittsburgh wide receivers this year. I did.
Oh, you got to do the admin thing and accept it.
Oh, hang on. Okay. I accept it. Now it's got to go through whatever process time or whatever.
Right. All right. Keys to Sunday's contest. Pressure, stop the run, score more points. Pretty much that's it.
Yep, stall that run game.
I'm doing well, other than the fact that the temperature's dropping like it saw a state trooper.
What? Yeah, it's 55 degrees here tonight. It's gonna get
Hey,
down.
yeah, the Seahawks did do very well. I think they're going to end up with a top 5 or a top 10 pick from the Broncos.
So they jail sex the Broncos.
They did. It improved everywhere.
You know what? And I was told I was an idiot when I said that Seahawks got the better end of that deal.
Oh, there he is. Welcome in, Detroit Dom.
What's up, y'all? Happy Friday.
How'd you like that Thursday night game?
I didn't watch a single snap, and I'm very pleased with myself. What did I tell you about that low score? What did I say? 8-4?
8-6.
Close enough. Shit.
Yeah. I said the same thing in another chat.
And guess what they reward us with next Thursday? The frigging Commanders
commies.
and the Bears.
Commies versus the Bears.
Hey, commies.
Damn it. I can't get
Shit
it.
ought to get interesting.
When is Iffy going to get to play? I don't know. It's bothering me that he hasn't played yet, especially now that Tracy Walker's out, because Deshaun Elliott is a natural switch to fill in the role for Tracy Walker, who is more of an in-the-box safety, and Iffy would be the better coverage guy.
Is Iffy just looking like
We'll
shit
see.
in practice?
I don't
No,
know. No, he's been injured.
Yeah, he's been
Because
injured.
still recovering from the injury he had from last season.
Yeah, so he'll probably see snaps this week.
Yep, absolutely. The thing is, you guys all say to stack the box. Jamison Williams probably won't play till week 7 or 8.
Yeah, he'll come in
Or later.
By him assuming.
We'll see him next year. Don't worry.
Like
To
I
be
said,
honest,
the
right
draft
now,
of
we
the
really
injured-
don't need him.
Right. I mean, we won without Chark even being on the field. I mean, we did well as an offense.
Yep. He just scored 60 points.
Jerry Jacobs is back this week. He's been at practice, and he's not on the injury report, so therefore he should be playing.
Speaking of, I didn't even see it. I saw the banner, but I forgot to click it. What did the injury report look like today? Because Friday's
Swift
the day
is
that
out.
matters.
Swift is out. Shark is out. Amon-Ra was at practice, so he's questionable. He's a game-time decision. Josh Reynolds is in. Ragnow, Decker, Hutchinson, all those guys are in. And Charles Harris is out.
Oh, no.
But Hutchinson is being moved to outside linebacker finally.
I saw that.
Hallelujah. That's all I got to say. Isn't that where I said they should have been playing him all year?
Yep.
The only reason why you look good against Washington is because their O-line's almost as bad as the Bears.
Yeah, their O-line's pretty bad.
So here's what you miss. Hock, St. Brown, Jonah Jackson, Paschal, Jacobs return to practice. Still a maybe on St. Brown, but Chark is out. Lions number 1 in yardage gain as well as scoring. Will the defense improve enough to make a stop? God, we hope so. Right. Austin Siebert is gone, and Michael Badgley is now our kicker.
Yeah, wait, they cut Siebert?
Yep. Medical wave.
Oh, okay.
Because he hadn't healed up yet.
Let's pray that this solves our kicking woes at least for the end.
They're not going to be
the rest of the year.
Chance Brown. You don't get it. They're not going to be putting him in coverage. He's going to be pass rushing from the outside linebacker position, like he did at Michigan.
Yep.
And last but not least, Tom Kennedy and Demetrius Taylor to the active roster.
About damn time, Tom Kennedy. Let's go.
Kennedy played last.
He played last week. He was just the elevated to active guy. He wasn't signed to the active roster.
So he went from elevated to promoted.
Yep, he is signed to the active roster. Yeah, he did. What are your keys to the game, Dom? I made it simple. It's like get pressure, stop the run, and score more points.
That's pretty much it. I've raised that bar of stop them from scoring 25 to stop them from scoring 35. So we need to score 34. 35.
Let's do 34.
Okay. 34 or more points scored. Get some pressure. Create some turnovers, which I expect. What's the deal between how much did Mac Jones practice this week? Is he in? Is he out?
He's out.
So there's at least a chance by virtue of him starting that we get Bailey Zappied?
We get Bailey Zappied.
Zappied, like as in a verb. Like we get Bailey Zappied. I'm hoping that doesn't happen.
I'm hoping it's just like he was in college. He'd have one great game, and then he'd have a really bad game.
I was just about to say, whichever quarterback plays, it's going to be Zappy. There will be an opportunity for some turnovers, so we need to force that issue.
That's why I'm hoping that Jerry Jacobs is on the field. I hope if he's back, he's not on the injury report, so I don't know. Like I said, we don't know till we see what happens on Sunday when the final injury report comes out at 11, or is it 11:30?
And hopefully they'll sit back in zone.
Yeah.
Not stick around with
the Patriots have a pretty good secondary. I wouldn't be surprised if
they have an up and down secondary. They've given up a lot of passing yards this year.
I'm just saying they've got some talent, and I wouldn't be shocked if
key to winning, put Jacobs at corner and bench AO. I wouldn't be against that at this point.
Yeah, AO's got to get it figured out.
Yep. He's going to be getting some snaps off at least.
And I would say his asking price for next season has come down quite a bit.
Yep.
Is this his last year under contract? It is. It's contract year. Unless he turns things around a full 180 degrees, I don't see him being a Lion next year at this point.
Hear that? It's going to be dirt ass cheap.
I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to that either, but if he gets outplayed by the other corners, I see no reason to keep him.
Exactly.
It's his fall from grace has been remarkable, and not in a good way.
Like David Caruso's career. Those are old timers who remember the first episode of South Park.
He'll probably go to the Bears and become a shutdown corner again.
Yeah, more than likely.
I saw someone post something on Twitter the other day. They put up Amani Oruwariye stats, and they said, is Kevin King available? And I'm like, oh, man. Shit, that guy's right.
Yeah, I have a feeling that
Letter
that was
screen name buy some helmets. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling
It's
that that's
funny.
going to be AO is going to be one of the things that was highly worked on this week in their deep dive.
Where do you live, DC? You're outside somewhere in a short sleeve jersey.
I'm in Baltimore.
It's still warm there.
Yeah,
My
it's
buddy
like
that
50.
that I do my show with right before this is a Ravens fan, but he lives in DC. It's chilly up in Metro Detroit. I had to turn my heat on. Damn it!
No, what is it? It's like 60 something here.
It's much colder than that. It's barely even 60 degrees in the house. That's why I had to cut the heat back on. I was just hope because you always get can't even say always anymore. You rarely get, but you get that window of time, usually late September, early October, where you don't have to turn the heat or the air on.
Yep.
Those days are over. I'm pretty sure there's a freeze warning up here tonight. Look at us old men talking about the weather.
That's a good thing about living on the top floor. I get free heat. Sucks in the summer, but in the winter I get free heat.
Don't think if Hutch is an OLB, he won't ever have to coverage duty. He's a first-round pick, going to play most downs, just not situation pass rush. No, what I'm saying is Charles Harris isn't on the other side, so they're going to be pass rushing him and moving him from one side to the other. He played the 7 and 9 technique all off season and in the preseason in the few snaps he was in. So he's done both outside linebacker duties.
Did Paschal practice all week?
He practiced the last few days.
So he's like almost for sure in and is going to play at least some.
I don't know.
Yeah, he'll probably be getting snaps, not many.
Sun God returned to practice today. They say he could possibly play. Do you guys think he ends up playing? If he's healthy, he's going to play.
Yep.
If he's even 80%, he's going to play.
Let's give Goff some love. We got written off and guys looking better than our beloved Stafford by far 4 weeks in. Absolutely.
Yeah,
offensive line.
We've been saying that. He's been looking better in Stafford about the last 8 weeks since playoffs. There's that.
The Rams have the worst sack differential in the entire NFL.
Yep, it's them, then the Bengals.
Yep.
And then the Bears are not too far behind, and then it's Washington. Guess who leads the league in fumbles this year as a quarterback?
Stafford, probably.
Nope.
Stafford? No.
Burrow?
Nope.
No, Fields.
Oh, Fields.
Just busting Fields because he's been getting busted behind the O-line. That's why I call him that.
They're running the ball pretty well.
Yeah, I do remember that, and it shows every week when he's playing that he looks like he's playing hurt.
Should have got sacked. What?
RYA.
You don't say. What else we got?
Stafford is always, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 45 out and about. Yes, it is, John Kapler. So we basically covered everything. What did you think about everything that I put in there for the banners there, Dom, that we went over?
Which ones?
About St. Brown maybe, and Chark is out. Charles Harris is out. Hock, Ragnow, Decker, all those guys returning to practice.
We need every one of them for sure. I'm obviously, as everyone else is, more concerned about the defense than the offense. I'm convinced at this point that that Jared Goff could go out there with a healthy O-line. He could go out there with the 4 of us or 3 of us at wide receiver and 1 of us at tight end and still put up at least 30 points. Look what you can do when you've got some time to operate in the pocket.
Exactly.
Oh, he broke 100 last Sunday.
Yeah, could do
it. What about Reynolds?
He had, what was it? Reynolds is in.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Jamal Williams must have heard me the week before when I said, man, Swift's out, we're not going to get a 50-yard run. And then there was Jamal Williams.
You're not wrong.
Okay. Jacobs and Paschal are still on the IR. They have just been cleared to practice.
I think
That's true too, but Matt Stafford having a bum arm and playing is what's killing them. And with his poor decision making, because he still thinks he can zip that ball in anywhere. That's why he's leading the league in interceptions right now.
No offensive line is screwed.
Y'all gave me hope. Glad I tuned in, changing my picks. Goff looked great. The Woodward heavyweight show is killing me, and maybe it was the morning show. All credit give to Ben Johnson. They said they were still trashing Jared. Come on now.
I was going to say, you do have to give a lot of credit to Ben Johnson.
You do.
You do.
I think another awesome game from Hock is in order on Sunday. I think if we get Amon-Ra back on the field, it's probably a guarantee because they're not going to be able to double and triple team Hock.
I was going to say, at this point, who do you try and stop?
Exactly.
It's a good problem to have. I mean, they could try to blanket both of them, and then maybe Josh Reynolds goes ape stuff. Or a certain forgotten man named Quintez Cephas.
Who's hurt
is he out?
And out.
Is he out? Yeah,
are you serious?
High ankle sprain.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yep.
That's one of those injuries that can hamper you the rest of the year.
Yep.
Why is Dan acting like he's working just because he's on camera? No, because that's what he does. Well, let's give a shout out to the sponsors real quick since you brought them up there, Chance. A1 Tire and Auto Repair, 3 locations to serve you. That is in Cuckolin on Old Cuckolin Road, Broadway in Bay City, and also where I work at Genesee Street in Saginaw. Come on in and see us. Great used tires at a great price and great prices on new tires too.
And
Mad Lab Custom Creations for all your full-size or mini helmet needs. He has great brakes, good deals, excellent merchandise. Check him out. Because Christmas is coming up. You should be buying it for Christmas for all your football fans.
Absolutely. And no chance. I'm actually working on something right now, buddy.
That looks like a Dolphins one.
Oh.
It's red and blue.
Oh, it's red and blue?
Got to be
Giants,
right?
Well, going to have the Buffalo Bills on there next.
Oh.
I can't do something for the Giants. Like, I can't. I love that. That's my team, and I just can't do it.
Called that last week with Cephas, just saying. He actually was doing good until that happened, and it's a bum deal.
Yep, poor guy.
And anybody that calls for someone to be injured, that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Who hoped on that other than me?
Justin Gonzalez.
Oh, I was going to say, the only person I hope to get injured is Geno Smith.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Every time he talks about him, fuck that guy.
Let the hate go. That was my gauntlet grinder this week. Well, it was until my boy Jay took my pick, so then I said Rashad Penny.
Yeah.
You know who my grinder wasn't? Sierra's husband, Russell Wilson.
Sierra's husband, Russell Wilson.
At the beginning of the show.
My play of the week was the head game played by Giselle because Tom Brady looked like ass while he did have his good receivers out there.
Fuck her. I hope he gets alimony.
Agreed.
I do too, but I still think it's funny.
She knew what she signed up for, and she's going to hate the guy for having a job? How many women in this world hate their husbands because they don't have a job?
The thing I wonder is, does this throw my...
We can't, Daniel, we can't make it personal about Patricia. You know, if you make it personal about Patricia and something bad happens, it's going to get in the players' heads. We just got to go out there and play like we did against Washington.
Yeah, just accidentally tackle somebody into him once or twice.
We can definitely make it personal. Fuck that fat bastard.
You forget he knows a lot of this
the way I feel about Geno Smith.
Don't forget, though, he knows a lot of this team.
He did a lot more long-term damage to my team than Geno Smith did to yours. Once Geno Smith was gone, that was it.
Geno Smith broke Eli's streak. Fuck that guy. That's the only reason I hate him. It's because he got to start a game.
That's because Eli was hurt.
No, it wasn't because Eli was hurt. It's because Ben McAdoo was a douche.
That's actually true. Eli was healthy. They just sat him down and replaced him with Geno Smith.
Wasn't that the year that he had like twice as many interceptions as touchdowns, though?
Yeah. So I don't care.
I thought Eli's streak ended at the beginning of a season.
It did.
It ended that game that Geno Smith started.
Oh, well, he still should be in the Hall of Fame, so.
Well, let's hope we can do something that the Lions haven't done in Foxborough since 1993, and that's beat the Patriots in their house.
Oh, been that long.
Yeah, it has.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
That was one of Barry's best games, too. He had like 3 rushing touchdowns and 200 yards in that
play
game.
Him there once, every 5-10 years?
Exactly.
We go there all the time.
And Chance Brown has a message for you, Dan. He says Eli is overrated anyways.
I hope Rodgers breaks his leg in London and they leave his ass there and bury him next to the Queen.
I like that idea. Come back after the bye and kick every ass left on the schedule. I love that idea.
Wait, that's Green Bay, and who do they play?
The Bears twice, Green Bay twice, Dallas, Miami, Jags, the Giants.
These stupid London and Germany
Bills
games are just retarded.
And Vikings again. I think we play the Broncos too.
So what are you guys going to do with 2 top 5 picks this year?
Will Anderson and whatever the best safety is out there.
Oh, God. I saw a mock today, and they had us taking some quarterback I'd literally almost never heard of. I can't remember who it was.
Taylor McKee. Taylor McKee. I never heard of him, and he's not good at Stanford. I looked up his numbers.
Now I'm okay. Like, let's say we finish with a bad record, but
But that also was Greg Rosenthal.
Not Jared Goff's fault. That would be a same old Lions thing, drafting a quarterback in the first round.
It'd be the time to draft a quarterback because it's a decent class. Let him sit for a year or two and let him
Not
learn.
a good class.
No.
It's an okay class. It's better than last year. It looks amazing compared to last year.
30, I wouldn't draft him. No golf is 34, 35.
Yeah, I know. And we play them both away.
I don't trust the projections as far as the talent level of the draft class at any position at this moment in time, because things change so much between now and draft day.
I like that quarterback from Florida.
Said no one
Anthony
ever.
Richardson, the one that's only completing 56% of his passes
say,
and
the one
has
that
more
can't complete passes.
interceptions and touchdowns.
Yeah, Valenti tore him apart the other day.
Runs a 4.4 40 and can throw the ball 80 yards. Yeah, that guy.
But he throws it most of the time to the other team. He's Malik Willis in a Florida Gator uniform.
Which makes you a 2-time loser. Not only are you Malik Willis, but you play college, you play football in the state of Florida.
I hope we never draft another player from the University of Florida ever again.
I mean, I would have taken some of their running backs 20 years ago.
Maybe Kyle Pitts, but he's not good in the red zone, so no, I didn't want him either.
Kyle Pitts
isn't a fucking tight end. He's just a fat wide receiver, basically.
I know.
Yep.
Who isn't doing well because Drake London is.
Best receiver in the class, Drake London.
Yeah.
So far.
Just like Amon-Ra was the best receiver in last class now.
USC
because Jamar Chase ain't been that good.
Yeah, T. Higgins is going fucking bonkers.
Yeah, I know. I love him too, though.
And Joe Burrow can't stay off his ass because his line sucks still.
Because Leo Collins is a goddamn liar and should be arrested for fraud. He's robbing them people.
Oh.
Dude, didn't they sign freaking Alex Capo up the Bucks too?
Yeah.
They dropped $70 million on that offensive line, and Burrow's still dying.
Yeah, didn't a couple of them get hurt or something? But
I'm in on Goff as a franchise QB. Wasn't before. Guy's gotten better. The first overall for a reason. We we need to draft for more help on defense. Obviously, absolutely.
Need to draft corner and secondary.
I'm up for letting Goff write out his contract. I'm not up for re-upping him yet, unless he wins us a playoff
He
game.
was first overall because the Rams were desperate for a quarterback and they were afraid of Carson Wentz coming from a small school.
Correct.
It wasn't the first overall because he was some, once in a generation lifetime talent.
Carson Wentz was definitely a more talented quarterback than Goff.
Maybe Dan Campbell, I'm firing Aaron Glenn and changing the scheme. Well, that'd be going against everything you said last season, Dan Campbell. How many years left on his contract? 2 years after this season.
So draft one now. Let him sit for 2 years.
Well, given our injuries, we don't have the luxury to let any healthy players just sit.
Well,
we have too many damn injuries.
While he's learning.
And take him over Wentz all day. Absolutely.
Right now, you say that, but coming out of college, no. Wentz was definitely a more talented prospect.
Okay, this has to be Brendan Cook because he brought up a couple small school guys.
Dude, that guy knows fucking more random little school shit players than anybody I've ever met.
I know.
I should just be at 2-3 in the morning tell me about safeties that are going to be like 4th and 5th round picks that are fucking monsters when you watch the film. And I'm like, dude, at least you're awake when I'm awake and I can't sleep and give me something to fucking pay attention to. I love these things.
Hey, man, I take a quarterback out of those small schools and put him at wide receiver and running back. Use them as gadget players.
All right. Lion King asks, panel's prediction, Lions versus New England. Dom, you start us off.
Hang on. I made some notes on this when I did. What did I say? Lions 28, Cheechers 23. It's a similar game to the Washington game. You got to say they'd either. Zappy's maybe a little bit more
JB.
mobile, but Zappy is approximately of the same ilk as Carson Wentz. So as long as we can get some pressure, stop the run, there's no reason we shouldn't win this game. Although I can't say there's too many other individuals either on this panel or on the panel of the world that had a W checked for the Patriots, nor the Cowboys. And now I think we win them both.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the Patriots and the Cowboys right now.
I'll drop out to Pennsylvania and headbutt you.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I got 37.
Oh, we got a guest star.
Thank you.
It's a little Leonard.
You said
with a mouthful of something.
37 to 21. Is that what you said there, DC?
Yep, 5 touchdowns and a safety.
Nice.
This man just turned off his camera and his microphone so he could beat his child.
Isn't that awesome?
At least turn the camera on.
Yeah, let us watch at least.
Oh, come on.
Oh, wait, he wants no proof. That's what it is.
Yeah.
No, he had a loose tooth, and I was pulling his tooth out for him.
Love guy neighbor.
You're not just sweet.
Oh, you slapped it out of his mouth. That's what you did.
If I would have slapped it out of his mouth, he'd been crying like a little bitch.
Would you use pliers?
You just reached your hand in his mouth and yanked it out, didn't you?
I said 33-24. We'll win by 9. We'll do almost the exact same thing that we did against
The
Washington.
Foreskins?
Yep.
The Foreskins.
I was nice. It said Washington, but yeah, the Foreskins fits.
I hope that thing gets sold again and they change the name back. I don't care. Just put it back to the Redskins.
Would you be willing to put a scrotum on a Washington helmet for me? I would sport that proudly.
Absolutely. Dude, I've been Nick Foles here that I'm contemplating painting a big freaking purple eggplant on.
Purple-headed yogurt slinger.
I hope somebody else buys them and changes the name to...
They should have just out of all of the finalists or whatever for their new team name, Commanders is what you went with.
I don't like the Red Wolves.
I like Red Wolves a lot, especially when I saw the concept logo. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
I liked it until I remembered Police Academy and the Blue Oyster Club.
God damn.
Don't you remember the Red Wolves was the biker gang in the gay bar?
That's
Yeah,
that's
I don't
right.
remember that.
Perfect. Well,
I
I
haven't seen that movie
49ers
forever.
name, not the Commanders.
Exactly.
But I personally, I agree with what DC said in the offseason when we were talking about it. They should have named themselves the Potomacs after
Yep.
the Indian tribe.
That's why they're on the Potomac River, for fuck's sake.
Excuse me,
Where
Native
did they come
American
from?
tribe.
That's
Let me
what
be
the
politically
river's
correct.
They should have just went all the way in and named themselves the Snowflakes.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
that's the
to be
reason it
worse, at
changed.
least they didn't name themselves after some shitty bridge.
Huh?
That's what the Guardians is. They're named after a bridge.
Oh, Jesus. I thought they were named after a girls' roller derby team.
We can score faster with the Sun God back. They can't keep up, even with a decent run game. As long as our back end of the defense plays average, the LBs get a few plays, we will actually finish this game with a substantial lead. Quote me next time I hop in the convo. LOL.
I mean, that's a pretty
why I
fair
said
assessment.
37-21. I mean, they're going to have overtime keeping up with
That's
us.
why I said
Everybody
33
keeps saying that,
to
but you know
24.
what? Again, you still have to remember, this is a Bill Belichick team. Who? What is he the best at doing? Taking away what you're the best at doing.
Yep.
Well, he did have to take away all of it because we've been pretty good at all of it.
Yep.
All they have to do is slow down your offense a little bit because your defense isn't going to keep up with the running game. They're going to grind that fucking clock out is what's going to happen, honestly.
Oh, God, and we
Exactly.
lose like 17-12.
Exactly. Some bullshit.
Oh, that's why I said load it up and stop the run to stop them from doing exactly that.
Load it up with who?
Yeah.
Well,
Whoever's on the
people in the
roster, who
box.
gives a fuck?
Hey, fuck it.
Anyways, this has been Kneecap Biting with Smoking Jeremy B. Final thoughts, Dan Leonard?
Andrew Thomas is the number one overall top graded player in the NFL. That's my final thought.
Oh, gee, thanks. Nostradamus.
Weren't you just yelling and screaming about Andrew Thomas the other day? And
I
not
love
in a good
Andrew
way?
Thomas, dude.
Now you do.
Since we drafted him, he's had a bad first year because we had a shitbag coach.
Let's final thoughts. Let's hold the team under 20. I don't even care if we lose. Let's just hold the team under 20.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
DC?
Slow them. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Hopefully that deep dive has fixed anything with any holes that were in our coverage and slows it down, and they dial everything back and just pick 7 men in the box or even 8 in the box and stop the run out.
My final
Safety
thought.
blitz.
Yes,
My
Safety
final
blitz.
thought is the same one I have every week. Try every day to be a better person than you were the day before, because it's the only way to make the world a better place. It starts from within. This has been Kneecap Biting with Smoking Jeremy B. Thanks to my guests, Dan Leonard, Detroit Dom DeRubis, and DC 8091. And have a great weekend, folks. See you Sunday.
Spay